What else you guys up to these days? How come I don't see you anymore?
We're just way more famous than you, and it's kind of embarrassing having to keep doing these favors.
Today's podcast is brought to you by EveryPlate. Get started with EveryPlate for just $1.39 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code NASH139. Hello and welcome to the All Good Things podcast. I'm your host, Jason Nash, and today we have two of my oldest friends. Guys, please welcome Carly and Erin here today.
Hi. I want to clarify something. Oldest as in we've been friends the longest, or we are actually your oldest friends?
You guys are the old. Everyone else is 18.
Oh, yeah, true.
You guys.
Everyone's still 18.
Yeah.
How old are you guys now? 23?
31.
31, okay.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
almost 32.
You are?
Well, in March.
Can you believe? Old bitch.
Has that been tough getting older on YouTube and podcasting and stuff like that?
I don't think the ages. I think just like the age of YouTube is so weird right now. Do you feel that way?
Yes.
It feels like there's no trends. It feels
Right,
stale. I don't know.
Which is shorthand for we're not getting views anymore.
Yes. Yeah. But also, like, if you look, there's really no trends. Like, it used to be like the Whisper Challenge or like, I don't know. Maybe we're just vlogging for so long that we just like never paid attention
We
to
looked
it.
up trends the other day and we couldn't find anything.
Yeah,
No,
it's so
there's
strange.
nothing. I also just think that like as we get older, because we started so young,
Yeah.
that we've grown and matured out of like what YouTube is, and I think that's kind of why we started podcasting.
Yeah, that's
because we're able to just like shoot the shit and be
Yeah.
ourselves. Not that we're not ourselves on YouTube, but it's kind of like, okay, you can only like try
what are we
Starbucks
gonna
for
go
so
do
long. Yeah.
now?
it's choppy on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's very choppy. It's like, okay, it's this scene, it's that scene.
And I really love podcasting.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's been your favorite podcast so far?
That we've done.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could think of one specific.
No. I think that I really like Good Influences because I like more people.
Uh-huh.
I love the different perspectives.
2 guys, 2 girls.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that is. And those two are
Oh my God.
They're
pair.
a hoot and a half, if you know what I mean.
Matt King and Mike Sheffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the compared to everybody else, they're like super intellectual.
Yes.
Yeah. And also like Matt
Which means they've seen Seinfeld.
Matt kind of like
I've seen Seinfeld.
But you know Seinfeld.
Some of this stuff.
Some of
yeah.
the stuff.
Like one time Mike said something and then I was like, but I'm not a pirate. And he was so impressed. And then I was like, oh my God, the one thing I knew from Seinfeld. But I get references. But it's funny because Matt like bullies Mike a lot. You know, he just kind of like picks on him and nitpicks.
He does?
And I think he's so used to it on his podcast, but we like don't let him get away with it.
Oh, really?
Like we'll most of the time take Mike's side. Like I mess with Mike a little.
Yeah.
But it's like
We
funny
pile
watching
on.
Matt kind of like coil and be like, oh fuck.
What's something that Matt would pick part of Mike?
Oh my God.
Oh, the Lady Gaga story.
Yeah.
So Mike has a Lady Gaga story that apparently back in the day when like Lady Gaga was like freshly famous.
Yeah.
He was at a club and he went up to like this VIP section and this girl how did it start?
I don't know. They kind of just like started talking to one another.
And he was like, "Are you an artist or something?" She was like, "I'm Lady Gaga. You haven't heard my song?" And he was like, "No." And he said, "Her and her dancers."
Wait a minute, Mike Sheffer did this to Lady Gaga?
Yes.
No.
Says that he's never heard her music, and so she starts singing
With her
allegedly
dancers.
with her dancers, and her dancers
Rah,
start
rah.
like
La, la, la.
start doing it, and Matt's just like yelling at him, being like, "You're a liar. This never happened."
He goes, "This never happened."
Yeah.
And we were like, "What?"
So
I
it's a
don't
lot
think
of
Mike would
instances
lie.
like that.
Mike has a similar story with Tyler the Creator.
Oh,
Too, in that he like was hanging out with Tyler the Creator all at South by Southwest, didn't know who he was, and then later that night, Tyler the Creator goes and performs for like 30,000 people, and Mike's backstage, and he's like, "I guess Odd Future's a thing."
Oh yeah. No, Mike is really not pop culture savvy. He a lot of the time has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Which is like funny.
Yeah,
but
it
also
adds to the dynamic.
That's your whole podcast, though,
Like-
is pop culture.
a
lot of
sort
it, some of it,
Aaron,
yeah.
30% of it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just like talking about it. But like one day I was like, a fan wrote in and they were like, "What's your nightmare blunt rotation?" And he's like so analytical with everything he does. And he's like, well, I don't smoke. Like, why would I be smoking? And we're like, okay, no, like hypothetically, like who would you be with?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, but I don't want to smoke with that person because then what if they don't like me? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
oh
okay.
my God, just say
he's
who
a
it
dad.
is.
Did you guys have Jewish friends in high school?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, so you can relate.
Yeah.
That's the Jewishness. Like I relate to that. That's why Mike and I get along so well. It's that hesitation that we all have because of the Holocaust.
Oh,
You know?
yes, yeah.
That's what did it.
No, you just grow up Jewish. I don't know if it's directly related to the Holocaust, but I grew up that way too. Everything is like, I don't know. My friend had the funniest joke once when I was like 21. We were going into a concert and he walked in and the security guard didn't even look at him. And he goes, yeah, the security guard looked at me and said, too Jewish, wouldn't risk it. And I thought that was the funniest joke. I was like, yes, of course. I wouldn't risk it. I would never risk bringing in weed or something to the concert.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. You guys are lucky. You're not Jewish.
Oh, I wish I was Jewish. I love Judaism. I think it is like the superior religion. It's just so, like I had a lot of friends who were Jewish growing up, so I spent a lot of the holidays with them. And I was like, this is way better. But I don't know. It felt more like less like religion where it's like you're told you have to do this and more of just like a communal like celebration. Yeah. Which I really like and respect. And like, I don't know, man. Wish I was a Jew.
Did you go to a lot of bar mitzvahs?
Yes. I got to light a candle at my friend's bat mitzvah, which I heard is a big deal.
Remember at her wedding, they did what's it called?
Oh, yeah,
the horror?
Yeah. But because our three DJs were Jewish, and they're like, are you guys going to do the horror? And we were like, we're not Jewish. And they're like, everyone's a little Jewish. And I was like, well, twist my arm. My dream.
Your wedding
I'm like up there with a cloth. Woo!
Your wedding was so fun.
Thank you.
Are you guys still married?
Yeah. 1 year strong since the wedding.
Has it been a year?
Yeah, since the wedding. We've technically been married like 2.5 years. But the wedding was last November, so. Oh,
because you got married over COVID?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were like, real Handmaid's Tale hours coming in, so let's just do it.
Right. Where'd you go to get married? Like,
well, everything was closed in LA, so we had to drive down to Palm Desert, and it was like a mix between a courthouse and a DMV. Yeah. Like a sort of a town hall type of situation. Yeah. And it was real dark. But we did it and here we are. It's weird because it doesn't feel any different. Like it's just a piece of paper.
Was it anticlimactic going to a courthouse?
No, because it was the first time we left the house in 4 months.
It was actually very climactic. Yeah.
Whoa! Like, yeah, baby.
Oh, so it was very celebratory.
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know. It was fine. I feel like that was the part also that I don't really care about. Yeah. Like all of the I do thing. Yeah. I really just wanted the party.
I was out the other day and I heard this story. This guy told this insane story about how he proposed. Like he booked a villa in like Italy and like a choir came out. And it made me very like, if I ever wanted to propose, like, because I don't know, now that when I proposed 20 years ago, I don't remember like having proposals be like a big deal. But now it feels like it's got to be a huge deal.
Because of social media.
Because of social media, right.
We were just having this conversation about bachelorette parties. Yeah. How everyone now feels like it needs to be like a 1 week vacation with all of your girlfriends and they all have to spend like $5,000 and like they get no say in what you do. Yeah. And it's all for show for other people. Yeah. And like you're not actually enjoying or celebrating what you should be. Uh-huh. And I feel like that's gotten the same for engagements and honestly just weddings in general. Like everyone's just taking your money.
Yeah.
I think if you were to propose, ever,
hypothetically,
you just gotta like feel out what she would like. It doesn't have to be extravagant, unless she's like an extravagant person, right? But you know, I mean, obviously, it'd be very cool to have a huge engagement in Italy with a band and all this stuff. But I think I'd be like, huh?
A choir?
Yeah, I'd be like, hello?
She knows my finances, so.
I don't know. You just interviewed Phineas, so it seems like you're doing it pretty well.
Also, we told everyone our fee was $200,000. So
For this?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Each.
Okay.
Each
$200,000, so $400,000 to be here today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm sure your house has like gone up in value. You probably have something. I don't know. Yeah. What was this before?
This like was just we used to come down here and Brandon would masturbate And that was it. Yeah.
That's very nice that we are now sitting here. Thank you. Love
Which
that
couch
image.
was it? Because
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay. So and you're not engaged yet, right?
I am not engaged.
Okay. Good.
good. There's still time for you, Jason.
You know, like I said, I'm not an extravagant girl.
I think it's silly, anyways. I think marriage is so.
Marriage?
It's kind of silly. No, I shouldn't say that.
I don't think marriage is silly. I think I don't know. I just don't really think about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I shouldn't say I don't think it's silly, but I just don't think it's like it's not necessary. It just depends on the person.
Yeah, I think it's also so different than what it used to be. Like people used to get married back in the day so they could like live together and have sex.
Right. We're well past that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like now it's like, oh, I literally did those things when I was 20,
Yeah.
pre-marriage.
I want to do it for like what it means for the other person.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
nice.
It puts them.
And taxes.
Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
my God.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
So literally last year we were doing taxes, I was like, Carly, literally just marry anyone at this point.
I
Like,
know. She was like, our tax guy was like, well, because Erin's married, it's this much. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
A significant difference?
yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I'm divorced if I pay more taxes.
Than you
Think you have
did
to
when
pay
you were married.
more if you're divorced.
Yeah, they punish you for screwing up.
I forget what like we got back, but like I got at least $25,000 more than Carly.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you guys probably make around the same, right?
Well,
At
it's
the
like
time, yeah.
it's our conjoined business.
Yeah.
It's like any separate brand deals, they go to our own personal entities, but then everything together goes to one.
Like if we did Instagram or something,
Right,
it would
right,
be
right,
to
right.
our own.
What else you guys up to these days? How come I don't see you anymore?
We're my God, we're just
podcast.
way more famous than you, and it's kind of embarrassing having to keep doing these favors.
And I was like, he just had Phineas on. Why is he asking us?
Yeah, you're just like honestly, you're just like out of our league now. You're just too hot.
It was so fun when we were vlogging together.
I
It
know.
was really fun because it'd be like there'd be something really insane going on, and then somehow we'd squeeze in a Starbucks video.
You're so right. There's like an explosion in David's backyard. You're like, can we do Starbucks real fast? It'll take 20 minutes. We'll be right
And
back.
to me, it was like a welcomed respite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
you're like,
I
thank
was like,
God.
oh, cool. This is awesome. I know I'm not going to get shot with a paintball gun.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to get hit in the face.
Well, we still do it. So
Yeah.
I'll come anytime.
Okay. Very
call me
mutually
anytime.
beneficial for us.
they didn't come out with a single holiday beverage.
What?
It's like they're
right?
sabotaging our channel.
What do you mean?
Starbucks, the corporation, came out with no new holiday drinks this season.
Why? That seems to
Because-
be a mistake.
It seems like a direct targeted attack.
So then we had to go to Dunkin', and they had one.
Yeah.
So, like, this is how hard our life is, truly. Like, I don't know how we're here right now.
Yeah. Like people complain about working 9 to 5 and we can't even shoot a Starbucks video. So like who really has it bad?
Try being an influencer for a day. Sorry, that's going to get clipped.
Have you done any good influencing lately? Have you influenced anybody?
Good?
I've done a lot of bad.
Yeah. Good, I would say. I did give someone a couple dollars. You know when you're driving and like stopped on Laurel Canyon and someone walks down the median and
you
is like
did that?
wanting money? I gave them like a couple bucks. I feel like that was a good influence.
Oh, that's just kind-heartedness.
Yeah.
That's not influencing. That's
Yeah,
not,
maybe
like,
I was influencing other
taste-making.
people to give money to them.
Maybe. Did you
don't
put it on your story?
Yeah, so I could write it off.
Yeah, she made a Snapchat series about it.
That was one of our vlogs. Giving one person $2.
Who else do you like see?
I have a question.
Yeah, go.
So when Phineas was here, did you prepare questions for him?
Yeah,
Was it scary?
I did a lot of.
Did you make a list for us?
Nope. Usually we have like a Google board.
Well,
We have we
I
have
don't know what to
questions.
say.
Never have
Yeah.
I ever. We play truth or cricket.
What's that?
Ooh.
Cricket.
Truth
you
or
eat a
cri-
cricket?
Truth or cricket. Yeah, it's a game we play.
And you
Are you
eat
You want
a
to
cricket?
play?
No.
You sure?
Absolutely not. I will not be eating any crickets.
Can you take one out? I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I'll eat one.
They're alive.
We play truth or cricket. We play never have I ever.
Okay, but truth or cricket is you have to tell the truth or you have to eat a cricket.
Yeah. You got it. You want to play?
I feel like I could tell the truth.
Okay.
We each have to do a truth or cricket.
Here we go. Erin Guilfoy on Truth or Cricket right here on All Good Things Podcast. Erin, how much money did you make on your OnlyFans last month?
Last month? I can look.
Oh, she's
What if I'm like $6 million? I'm proud of me.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think she really cares about money stuff like that. Like, she'll
doesn't?
talk about it.
It'll be my 1 year in January.
It will?
Yeah, coming up on my 1 year.
Okay, let's
see how fast that went.
We'll do the month.
Okay.
That way we don't.
It's not like anything crazy.
I bet it is. If you told me it was $10,000, I'd think it was crazy.
Oh, it was like 35.
Woo!
It's not loading.
Jason, you have to eat the cricket. Yeah. He's like, I don't even know why I'm doing this.
35?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so much money.
I'm telling you, just show your tits, everyone. It's worth it.
Ugh, I thought about it, but...
The amount of people I've tried to convince.
Yeah.
Like, just do it. Like, I have friends that are like, have you used like feet things? I'm like, skip it. Just go straight to OnlyFans. That was my goal when I first started. I was like, if I make $10K a month, I'll be totally happy.
Yeah.
Because like I can pay my mortgage, I can live my life and like be fine with that.
Yeah.
And it's obviously more.
Do you give a percentage away to somebody?
Say charity.
No, I mean like, does somebody run it for you?
No.
No, it's all you. Yeah, because I know people that...
Like an agency?
Yeah, I know people that have an agency that like answer messages and stuff.
Yeah, I think OnlyFans takes 20% of it.
Right.
And then I do have someone help me with like content and stuff. So like I take a lot of content and then I upload it to folders in my Google spreadsheets. I have like Google spreadsheets of like what's being posted this day, what's being posted that day. Right. And then she goes in and then posts everything for me.
Oh, perfect.
So that's like
more
nice.
Like an assistant.
Yeah. So that's nice to have.
It's me.
Is it?
No.
Who takes the photos?
TJ,
yeah.
Which is like a blessing and a curse because we don't have to pay anyone.
Yeah.
But then like while we're taking it, he gets like turned on and I'm like, You're
like, you need to pay me then.
Yeah, no, I'm literally like, Fork over the cash.
That's actually really sweet.
Yeah, but also he's like, oh yeah, the pictures look great. And then I like get them back and I'm like, my face isn't even in it and it's blurry.
You're just looking at the titties.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're not even paying attention.
He knows what the customer wants.
Yeah. No, he's like, they'll love it. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't.
You're like, my bangs are not in place. Like,
yeah,
no one's looking at your bangs.
Yeah, my face could be like, I could look like the guy from Goonies, like all discombobulated. And he's like, yeah, you look great. And then like, I'm like, look at my face. But, I love it. It's like there's like some freaks, but for the most part, like everyone's really nice and kind. But then there's like the losers who fucking post it all over the internet.
Where do they put it?
Like Reddit, and then it goes on to like other random sites that just like you're like, what even is this? How'd you even find this website?
Yeah.
But
that sucks. Do you take it down?
Is
that hard to take something down off Reddit?
Reddit, it was actually pretty easy, but someone like posted something recently where I think now they're like allowing it. But I'm not sure. But my whole thing is like, you're not getting anything from posting it on Reddit.
Right.
Like most people on Reddit too have like fake usernames.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, what are you getting from it?
Yeah.
Like you spent the money and you're
like
giving it to everyone else.
You paid for this and you're giving it to everyone for free.
Yeah.
That could never be me. Oh my God.
Yeah, I guess people on Reddit like to get a lot of likes on their post. Yeah. That's what they get out of it.
Oh, that's so stupid. Karma?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. Like I'm on Reddit all the time, but I couldn't tell you what the karma does for you.
Carly, what's the most you've ever made on a brand deal?
Oh, I'll answer that. I'm not eating a cricket. A solo brand deal?
Oh no, all the crickets spilled.
All of them? This is my nightmare. This is like the tamest David video.
Yeah.
Oh, the dead crickets spilled.
Yeah, the dead one.
Yeah.
We had live ones in here.
Ugh.
For Natalie and Ilya, but we now we're just having dry ones.
Live
Okay,
ones?
most you ever made on a brand deal, go.
On my own or like
on your own or combined? If Erin doesn't mind.
Oh no, I don't
she
care.
won't care. I feel like
I love the like.
I don't mind talking about money at all. I mean, it does feel shitty because so many people are struggling. So of course I don't want to be like, I made this.
Right.
I lay in my bed, but
Well, you don't lay in your bed. You go out and you create a story. Going out and doing stuff for brands. It is work. I think.
I lift my shirt up.
Well, yours is different. I'm talking about like a brand deal.
Yeah.
I'm talking when the brand is like, hey, we need you to say this, and we need you to go here. And
totally, yeah.
Make it look good.
Annoying.
It's annoying, yeah. Wait, the funniest thing you guys ever did was you cut together all your bloopers from a brand deal.
That was fun.
That was so fun. That's such a funny idea because when you make a brand deal,
it's so hard.
Or even when I read the ads for this podcast, guys, like Ferris gets my edits, I literally be like, this.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
I'll literally be like,
you're like, shit.
I don't want to say the brand, but like, it doesn't matter. It's any of the advertisements that I've seen here, like, I'll be like, Manscaped, or whatever. Like, God damn it.
Yeah, I know. Well, our problem was like memorizing. Well, mine definitely, but like we don't do them together anymore. It's way easier to do them apart and just like edit them together.
Right.
But we would be sitting there and like Erin would have the whole thing typed out in front of us, and it would be like, join Honey for blah 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 and get blah 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 discounts. And it one in the ear out the other, and I would probably do it like 5 minutes.
It would take us at least 10 minutes to get through a 30-second ad read.
So hard.
How long?
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, it takes me like,
well,
to do all the ads, it takes me like 45 minutes.
For the podcast.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
you
1
don't
minute read.
look at the, like, for our ads
and that's
on
me
our
reading.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like so impressed because Matt and Mike like memorize them. And
I'm like,
even
sorry,
on our
we have to read off the
for
thing.
good influences, like they're memorizing it and we're just like,
we're like, and
Manscaped is so nice and so good.
But
and
like they don't care. I mean, that's how podcasts are.
Yeah.
Just
but the brand deals you can't be reading.
No. Not on YouTube.
Not on YouTube. Yeah.
And that's why I like podcasts more too. So much more chill.
You didn't answer the question.
Oh
yeah.
I don't know by myself. I think
Let's say it with you
30. Well, myself, I think 30K for like an Instagram.
Really?
That's
a lot.
But I don't know.
What did you have to do?
No. It was for a TikTok.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was a brand deal. Well, I don't want to say the brand, but it was like a TV show, basically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it was just a TikTok. And
I
was like, huh? But also the company that did, like I was doing it for is a big company. It's not like it was,
What's the wildest thing you guys have gotten to do in terms of like, you guys are
going to Vietnam.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Yeah.
When?
Me and Carly went to Vietnam with Nick Jonas.
Mm-hmm. With
No, you
Malibu
didn't.
Rum.
Yeah. What?
That was
When?
actually I got paid the most solo for that.
Yeah.
I got paid $35,000 and we went to Vietnam and we went to, it was with Malibu Rum.
Yeah.
And it was like the Malibu Rum Summer Games.
Yeah.
And we just were there for like 4 days maybe.
In Vietnam?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like wasn't long
Was
enough
Nick Jonas there?
Yeah, he was like the judge. So they flew in a bunch of people from all over the world.
Yeah.
And they split us up into teams. And it was basically like The Challenge, like that MTV show?
Yeah.
There was a bunch of teams and we would all do all of these games and then Nick Jonas was the judge.
Today's podcast is brought to you by EveryPlate. Yes, EveryPlate, they're back. I love EveryPlate. They deliver meals right to your door. And guys, it is the new year. It's January 1st. And I went crazy over the holidays. I went crazy at my sister's house in Boston with all kinds of rich, delicious food. My sister's cookies were happening, and I would eat them every night. So now we're back. We're in the new year, and I want to lose weight, and I'm going to go right to EveryPlate because they are fantastic. Let me tell you a little more about it. It's a brand new year, and EveryPlate is here to help you achieve all of your resolutions. EveryPlate helps you save money with delicious, affordable recipes delivered to your door. Plus, if you're looking to cook more, that's me. EveryPlate helps you expand your cooking skills with easy-to-follow recipes that you can whip up in just 6 simple steps. Did you know EveryPlate is 25% cheaper than grocery shopping? This means you can put the money you save on groceries towards new fun resolutions. Start the year on the right bite with EveryPlate's newest meal preference, Nutrish and Delish, featuring around 650 calories or less. Each wholesome, satisfying dish helps you stay on track with your goals without all the guesswork. Leave the calorie counting to us and dig into delicious lettuce wraps, rice bowls, and more. It's 58% cheaper than your average fast casual meal. And feels great to know exactly what you're eating. 100%, guys. I can't agree with this more. When you order takeout, when you have food delivered to the house, that's not EveryPlate. That comes from a restaurant. It's full of salt. It's full of calories. There's just no way to eat healthy. And that's why I love EveryPlate. And I mentioned the price. The price is fantastic. They're running an incredible special. Get $1.39 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code NASH139. Get started with EveryPlate for just $1.39 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast everyplate.com/podcast and entering code NASH139. That's everyplate.com/podcast, code NASH139. And my thanks to Everyplate for sponsoring this podcast. You guys are trendsetters. That was when we used to hang out. That was my favorite thing about you guys.
Trendsetters?
Well, not trendsetters, trend watchers.
Ooh, okay.
Trend watchers. That was my favorite thing when we'd hang out, is that, with the guys, I would ask them questions about stuff to find out about what was going on, and they just ignore me.
Well, one, they're guys.
Yeah, and then you guys would be kind enough to take a second and explain to the old man.
Well, we love just, the gossip
you once
of it
explained to me what the word chuggy meant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Is that still a word?
I think it's now like chuggy if you say chuggy.
I think it's always been chuggy to say chuggy.
Yeah.
I didn't think that, but everyone would say that. I'm like, well, I don't care. I still like the word.
What is something that you guys have had your eyes on lately that's in the zeitgeist?
Like a Prada bag or...
Yeah. Sure. Or something on TikTok, something that's trendy.
The Idaho Murders.
Oh, I didn't follow that at all.
I haven't followed it either, but
that was at a
seems
college?
very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, it seems really crazy.
Tell us what happened.
So basically, I'm like just now getting into it. It's now becoming my For You page. I went into it like last week for an hour.
Yeah.
I saw it on TikTok because I hadn't even heard of it.
Yeah.
And then they had been like 2 weeks into the whole investigation. And I was like, how did I miss this? But so it was at a college right before Thanksgiving in Idaho. And it was a house full of 6 people, I believe, and 4 of them were murdered. And in like a extremely gruesome, bizarre way. Like they had pictures of the house and like blood is dripping on like the concrete part of the house from the top floor. But they literally have no idea what happened. And they're just still trying to piece it together. They keep getting like ideas of who maybe did it, or like they see something, but there's no real answers.
Wow.
And they keep showing footage, and everyone on TikTok is acting like they're the FBI and like coming up with all these theories and everything. And I'm sure they're like calling the police stations being like, DTD. And it's like, just let these people do their job.
Yeah.
I even saw a psychic came up on my For You page. She was like, this is what I think happened. She's like, it was the neighbor. She like went into detail about
really? So
what
that's
happened.
big on TikTok now?
Yeah. I saw a clip last night. They think it's this kid who was, they were all at like a kind of like an outdoor restaurant, it looked like.
Like a food truck?
Yeah, something like that. And then they saw some kid and they got the audio from it. And one of the girls like told him to fuck off or something. And then when 2 of the girls left, he like followed them. So like, oh, maybe it's this guy.
Right.
But it's just so sad.
Small town. College town.
And the guy who she had said fuck off to, people found his Instagram account and there are photos of him. They're so disgusting. Like gruesomely animals apart, like after hunting them. And like he has all these like knives on his account, and like that's how they were killed.
Yeah. Wait, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
I know. But then it's like, it could be a coincidence.
So that could be the guy.
Could be a coincidence too. Who knows?
I'm just like, how have they not gotten DNA yet?
I'm sure they're like building a case.
Yeah. It's also like they're not going to tell TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know.
They literally probably got DNA, but are like, we're not saying this anywhere because then it's going to like
crazy.
Yeah, because it can ruin people's lives. Like if you are innocent.
Oh my God. I remember when the Boston bomber thing happened.
Yeah.
I was on Reddit and I was like live reading all these people like trying to like listening to the police stations and trying to figure out who it was, and they were zooming in on photos and they thought they figured out who it was, and they were like ambushing his social media and stuff, and it was not the guy, but it was so convincing that it was. That stuff can really, it's really bad because you can get convinced real easy.
Well, I was like a little convinced. The other thing with this kid was that his alibi, so the reason why they were like, okay, it wasn't him, was because he had driven 5 hours to his parents' house after he had left that
party
little food truck area. So it's like, okay, but what if he killed them first and then drove? Like he technically wasn't anywhere. Yeah. Unless they have footage of him like on the overstate or whatever.
What time was the murder?
Like 3 a.m. or something like that.
I always think about that when I'm going somewhere. I'm like,
what would my alibi be?
Not what would my alibi be, but can I prove where I am?
Oh, yeah.
Matt says the same thing.
Yeah, always.
He thinks the same thing.
And my car can prove where I am.
Yeah, true.
Which is good.
I feel like there's so much, like your phone.
Your
Can't
phone
they, like,
can
track
prove
you?
where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I always think about someone getting murdered.
That's It's like Matt too. He's like, I'm so scared I'm gonna just like see a dead body in like a Ralph's parking lot.
And then they'll say it was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, so I don't know if I would help them or not. Because then they'd put it on me.
I have a question about filming.
Yeah.
What Tesla do you have right now?
I have the Model Y.
So where do you put your camera?
Wait,
It's awful.
Wait, didn't you
Elon,
have the other
please
one?
fix it.
I thought you had the X.
No,
You got a new one?
I got rid of it.
Oh my God.
No, I got like a 2020 Model Y.
But the camera thing is an issue, right?
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
Guys, in the old Tesla, you could put the camera right in the middle of the two people for the driver and the passenger.
It's a smooth, flat dashboard.
And the camera would sit there. Now there's a laptop screen.
It's like an iPad.
Yeah, it's like an iPad like covering the camera. So you have to put the camera way over.
It's a lot.
You know, we talked about fashioning something or building something that could hold the camera, but then it literally blocks your visibility when you're driving.
It's just a nightmare.
The car drives itself, really.
I have an Elantra right now. I have a rental car because my car's getting fixed, and it kind of drives itself. It's really weird.
It
on
does.
the freeway, it like keeps in the lines, and it's like I feel like I don't even need to have my hands on the steering wheel.
That's so cool.
I feel like because everyone's on their phones now, they're like making cars like that because it's like, well.
Well, I have a 2018 Corolla, and it has that, I forget what it's called.
It's like lane assist.
Yeah.
Does it like move your car for you?
Because I feel like you're about to go into the lane. It's like beep, 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 and then like puts you back in.
Oh, because I had a 2008 car and then a Tesla, so I guess I haven't had anything in between. But now I do, and I'm like, wait, I love this Elantra.
Well, what else have you guys been? Sorry, I think I lost my train of thought.
In pain.
Maybe if you made a list of questions for us, like you did with Phineas.
A little Google Doc.
What were some questions you asked Phineas? We could answer
maybe
them.
You could ask
What do you
us
think of
those
Carly
questions.
and Erin? Was one of them.
I think
they're so great. One time I spent a weekend with them in Palm Springs.
Yeah, they were so awesome and cool and good singers. They were
so
really good
funny,
singers.
so pretty.
What do you guys think about me getting married again?
Oh,
whoa! I think that's iconic.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've
think about me
always
having
been like
kids again?
your biggest supporter of like being happy, and if that's what's going to make you happy, then go for it.
Yeah. Wait,
You know?
do you want more kids?
I would do it, but I don't necessarily want to be like
A hands-on dad.
65 taking care of kids.
Yeah.
It sounds like
What are
a
you,
lot.
49?
It's really tough. I wish I could like. Yeah, I'm 49. I'll be 50. I'll have a 50th birthday party in May.
Well, if you had them at 50, then they'd be 15 when you're 65 and like can take care of themselves.
Yeah, they can move out then. Kick them out.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think that
I better
like,
do it sooner than later.
Yeah, I think like you thinking about you having kids like a year ago, I would be like, Jason, like, what are you thinking? But like right now, you feel like so calm and collected and like very
very zen.
Yeah,
she's like changed my life.
Aww. Does she want kids?
Yeah.
Is that why this conversation happened?
Yeah, I think she does. Yeah. That she's changed my
I
life.
would nanny for you.
No, you wouldn't.
Why?
Like you say that, but you guys haven't taken care of my kids once, and I've known you for 10 years.
Well, they were always like old. Also,
I
I
feel like hollow offer.
no, but like a baby. I'll watch a baby.
Erin does really like babies.
A baby. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I can change
I have a
diapers.
baby. You're gonna watch the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Between her OnlyFans shoots.
Yeah.
She might have to bring the baby to the OnlyFans shoot,
fine.
but it won't
I don't
look.
care.
We'll just turn it away.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Upside. Guys, inflation is through the roof. For me, I'm always going out and shooting stuff for Snapchat and YouTube. I like to go to restaurants and try things. And what's really nice about the Upside app is that I get cash back every time. We were in Calabasas a couple days ago trying out a new restaurant. I wanted to review it. I wanted to review the avocado toast. And it was really cool that I instantly got money back. And I think you would love it too. The Upside app is so easy to use and it puts money right in your pocket. And I'll tell you, all this money that I'm getting back, I'm going to put it right back into my business and keep making content for you guys. And with Upside, I don't have to cut back because I get cash back on every purchase. To get started, download the free Upside app. Use my promo code Jason Nash and get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. In comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside. Upside users are earning more than $1 million $10 every week. Wow. That's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. Download the free Upside app and use promo code Jason Nash to get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. That's $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more using promo code Jason Nash. Guys, my thanks to Upside for sponsoring this podcast. Yeah, we were at the Broad Museum yesterday, and we were looking at like famous art paintings, and there was one of Charles Manson. It was someone's work. The front was Charles Manson, and then the back was his arrest record, something like that. And that was the art, and the internet has made it so now where, you're just like, I don't know. I question everything now. Like everything has like an undercarriage to it. Or, when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, like before the internet, you could be like artistic and stuff, and you could like do outrageous things, and that was it. And then you would say, well, it's a statement.
Yeah, you're like pushing the boundary.
Yeah, I'm pushing the boundaries. I'm making a statement about something. And that's clearly what that piece of art was. The person was making a statement about Charles Manson, who murdered all these people, and it was terrible. And now it's like, well, what the man? That guy's a murderer, and people come after them. And it's really changed art a lot.
I mean, it's changed every form of media. Yeah. And I don't think it's necessarily a good or bad thing. It's just...
Yeah.
I don't know, like comedy too.
So back to my love life.
That's like one of the reasons why I hate the internet now.
Why?
I remember seeing the Balenciaga thing and not like understanding how right off the bat, like, pedophiles.
Right.
I was like, that was just like a real lapse in judgment. Like, I
don't have kids holding teddy bears with
bondage. Yeah. But also, like, at the end of the day, I wasn't immediately like, oh my God. And I feel like for so long, we like obviously use our platform for good, but now everyone just expects you to say something about everything, no matter what it is. Yeah. And like, I was getting so many DMs be like, talk about Balenciaga. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. Why do you need to make a statement about Balenciaga?
And then if you
have anything Balenciaga,
literally not a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And then if you do say something, but you're wrong or you misspeak, then they get mad at you no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's like, now I don't even say shit about anything, mainly because I'm just like, it's so frustrating because it's like, you can't even try to do good without someone being like, wow, you actually messed that part of it up. So everything that you say doesn't really matter at all.
Even the purest people on the internet I've seen who have never done anything really wrong and say something about an issue have been, I wouldn't say canceled, but like come after because they misspoke about something. Mm-hmm. And that's something that's just really hard to navigate, I guess.
I just wish people were more like helpful and try to help educate when people either misspeak or like don't know the full extent of, what's happening, who are trying to help and do good rather than just get mad at them and then like drag them and do all of this stuff.
I got a taste of that. Like we were at the Black Lives Matter protest and we were like walking and someone was like, oh, can we take a photo? And I was like, yeah, of course, like I'm out here, of course. I'm here for the right reasons and like a good cause or whatever. So they like took a photo of us. It was 4 of us in a photo. And then the guy like sent the photo to me and it was a good photo. And I was just like, oh, cool. Like, I'll tweet it, And I tweeted it and that was like, no.
Like, where they were like, oh, you're performative.
Yeah, that's
the other
which
thing.
I guess I can see why you can easily say that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know me. You don't know what my intentions are. Like, you're like, oh, he's just
but it's also
this
like,
guy.
It takes so much effort to drive to where the protest is,
does.
to walk around and do all of this
and we
stuff.
went to several.
For someone to just automatically assume that someone did that to better like their image or look good on the internet and take up all of that time in their life is crazy.
Yeah, and what gets the message out better, like a tweet or a photo? A photo is going to be more. A photo is going to catch your eye more. A photo is going to be like, oh, cool, they were there.
And then the other thing is if you never posted anything about it, people are like, oh, well, he obviously doesn't care.
Yeah.
He obviously hates black people.
It's like
yeah.
It's like you everything is always wrong now, no matter what you do.
And I always say, I feel like people expect the worst when they see something. They don't assume your intentions are good when you misspeak or maybe like say something that you don't even intend to be taken a certain way, but it's like they're expecting the worst, so they take that and run with it.
Rather than just like help or educate or
and
correct.
Not everybody does. It's just like, some, but that's like for every single influencer goes through it. Like anyone who's on the internet knows the whole, like what I'm talking about. It's just,
You know what? Everybody goes through it on the internet. Even people that don't have a following. Like when I see my ex-wife, she'll come up to me, she'll be like, Mark Sampson from high school is on my Facebook thread talking about Trump, and he's in there saying Trump in 2024, and it's like, I've blocked him several times. He made a new account. Like even she deals with it.
Yes.
No,
and I go and I look at the thread. It's 6 people, but it's got her up in arms, you know, and she's upset about it.
Totally. Well, it's also like TikTok now too. People will post videos like for their friends, and then it'll blow up to millions of people, and then like they get the brunt of whatever it is people find an issue with, even if there's a non-issue. And I just think that the pandemic really fucked us all up. Like we just sat for so long with nothing to do, and our brains melted, and some people just like have not touched grass since, and it sucks because I just feel like it would be so much more productive for everyone to just like help one another than, like Carly said, assume the worst always.
Yeah.
That like everyone is just made with the worst intentions, and like no one wants to do good in the world, and like we can't just help support one another into being better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I want to do that on the podcast. Like I want to have people in here like teach me stuff.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Like that'd be really fun. I haven't gotten anybody yet.
Well, we can teach you something.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
What can you teach me?
Well, Erin's good at like curling her bangs.
Not today.
Fair. Whoa. Fair.
Dug deep there.
No, I'm sure you're great at it. Okay, so what else? Okay, so what's the future like for you guys? What's the plan? What's the plan for the holidays?
Honestly, our future is just so bright. I can't see it.
Beyond.
It's just crazy.
Going to Utah.
How long will you do YouTube? How long will you do podcasting?
I don't know. YouTube.
Would you guys ever retire?
Like what?
Would you guys ever retire?
Retire?
Yeah.
I mean, I am almost 40, but
YouTube is the next to go.
Yeah.
I think
next on the chopping block.
I honestly, like in all sincerity, think it would be done at this point if we weren't still getting like good brand partnerships.
Yeah.
That we've worked with forever, and like, you know, that's really beneficial to us, but it's just less fun than it used to be. And the podcasts are really nice because we can just be like super authentic, and it doesn't feel forced. Like for YouTube, it's like, okay, we have a posting day, we have to go film something. What's it gonna be? And it's like pulling hair.
It started as like, oh my gosh, we have fun all the time, let's film it and post it. And then I don't know, like a couple years in went into, okay, we have to go have fun to film and post. And then it just like kind of messes you up in a sense where it's like, not like that intense, but it's just like,
what's your idea of fun now? The two of you at this
literally
age.
laying in my bed, eating an edible, laying in my bed.
Well, that's kind of like the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost, except you're on the couch.
Scrolling TikTok, lolling, or watching like a show with Nolan in bed. I don't know.
What else can we talk about?
I know, I could chat forever.
I really could. I miss you guys.
Are you going home for the holidays? How's Lorraine?
I'm going to Boston.
Nice.
With my kids and my girlfriend.
And your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Has she gone to Boston yet?
Yeah, we went for Thanksgiving.
Oh my God. Where does her family live?
She's from Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you gone there?
No, I haven't gone there yet.
Okay.
I really want to.
Yeah.
But it's been really fun. It's like I just love her so much.
Oh my God,
she's
Jason.
just the best. Like,
this is crazy to hear this from you.
I never thought I'd meet somebody.
The entire time I've known you, besides when you were married.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know if I knew you when you were married. You're like, I will
divorced.
never date again, never again, no kids, don't have kids, don't get married.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm cracking up thinking about like that we haven't seen you in so long, and you're just like, okay, guys, I'm gonna tell them that I'm in this like amazing relationship and just go along with it. Because like we don't know anything about you.
It's pretty wild. You didn't know, yeah.
Well, I knew you were dating somebody, but I don't know any details.
I had no idea.
Yeah, she's just the best. It's just like we're both Geminis.
Don't know what that means, but sounds iconic.
Well, she's more into astrology than I am, but she's like made me more into it.
Oh.
We're very like, not like, if she wants to go do something, I get it.
Oh,
and
okay.
if I want to go do something, she's like, oh yeah, you should go do it.
Do you have co-star?
You two co-stars?
No, do you have co-star? The app?
No, what is that?
Oh, it's like an app. It's like a astrology social networking site.
Really?
So you can add friends on there and you can see how compatible you are in your relationships.
Really?
Yeah. What does it say about, like, do you know about Cancers and Geminis together?
That's supposed to be, I don't know. What's yours?
Aries.
Oh yeah, Aries is supposed to be very arrogant.
Beautiful.
Oh, arrogant. That's me. Everything about Aries doesn't make sense though. I'm more of a Pisces, but it's
you're more of a Pisces. Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
I don't either.
But yeah, so yeah, I'll do that. I'll go to Boston, and then what are you guys doing for the holidays? Anything?
Vegas, baby.
Vegas, see your family. Does your dad still have the arcade downstairs?
No, that was in Nebraska.
Oh, he doesn't have it anymore.
No, he has like 3. He has a little side house man cave that's like 3 pinball machines.
What was your funnest time shooting the videos with David?
Well, I liked being surprised, but I was also so scared.
Yeah, it was a good mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
probably
got
just like
surprised a lot.
driving around LA.
Yeah.
Like the laughs.
Yeah, the laughs.
It was always like fun.
Truly.
Okay, I loved the laughs. I loved going and doing the things, but then I loved even more the afterwards and all of us like chatting about it.
Yeah.
And being like, oh my God. And like just all our takes on stuff.
Yeah.
But I
Charlie
mean, like,
Puth was really good at the piano.
No, yeah. I mean, like, loved meeting the celebs.
Yeah. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Who are some celebs that you've met that you, not just through the vlogs or anywhere?
I mean,
Do you have any crazy celebrity stories or anything?
I feel like I only really met celebrities through through the vlogs, except for like, yeah, I think that's really it.
I mean, Kourtney's our best celeb story.
Oh, I was with you for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were at Kourtney Kardashian's house.
Guys, we went to Kourtney Kardashian's house.
Fucking
It was
wild.
embarrassing. We went to Kourtney Kardashian's house. It was so sick.
She begged us.
She didn't beg us.
She begged us to
She
come
did,
back.
though. She was like,
She
no, she was like,
literally
"Come eat
begged
dinner."
us.
David was like, no, and she's like, you have to feed your crew.
Yeah, and then we were like, yeah, David,
Yeah.
feed
Oh,
your
yeah,
fucking
that is
crew.
what happened. She did ask us to come.
And it was so good and so
And she was really nice
So nice.
and very attentive to her kids
yes.
and beautiful taste in the house.
Yeah, remember she was like, come upstairs, come look at my bed.
Yeah.
Come look at my giant
Shows
bed.
the
And I was
bed.
like, Courtney,
And
okay, fine.
She even did the thing that they do on the show.
Yeah, well, because Rain.
What is it? What is it?
Peak and Pit. So we were
What,
sitting.
Peak and Pit,
Yeah,
yes.
So we were sitting at the dinner table.
I love this story.
And it's like a round dinner table.
Yep.
It's us, David, Addison,
Yeah.
Courtney, and the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
normal
sure,
night.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Rain, he literally was like, we have to do Peak and Pit. And I
Sobbed inside.
literally was like, Courtney, did you hear? Did you hear what Rain said? Like, oh my God, we're about to do our peak and our
She's
pits.
like poking Courtney.
Yeah.
Or poking her pit. We gotta go.
So then we got to go
And
around.
tell everybody what that is.
Oh, okay. So if for some reason you don't watch the Kardashians,
Right.
forever, it normally happened on like trips and stuff. They would do their high and their low. So peak and their pit
Yeah.
of their whole time. And it's been like a thing forever. And then years ago, TJ wanted to do a rewatch because he'd only seen like episodes here and there. So he did it. And then when we started going on trips, we started doing it.
No way.
And then him and I started doing it every night before bed. Because like our days were so crazy, we didn't get to see each other. So then when this happened, I was like,
It's like a really weird.
this is the
Full
best
circle.
day of my life. So then we're doing our peak and our pits, and then Rain goes under the table and unties my shoes. And that was honestly, I'll never forget it.
That was your peak.
She's never tied it since.
Yeah. Put it in a glass box.
Yep.
Well, you guys have been my peak today.
Oh,
same.
You've been our peak too,
Yeah.
I think.
Brandon Calvillo was my pit.
Oh,
Same.
what was your
And,
pit?
Seeing
Our fight?
being gaslit that I wasn't drunk.
Carly's internalizing this.
I am truly with you at this point. I don't care.
That was like when you said,
What?
never mind, I'm not bringing up Ryle again.
Why?
Who?
No, we can.
I kept thinking, so there's a Colleen Hoover book called It Starts With Us. That's the first one. It ends with us. And the main character's name is Ryle.
Ryle.
Weird name. And so we have a book club now.
Oh.
And yeah,
We'd like to
we're
join.
intellectuals.
Yes.
Literally reading young adults.
Well, how many people in the book club?
Like six of us. It's all just
7
girls.
Oh, girls?
Yeah.
And so you get one book and you have a week to read it.
Like a month.
A month.
Yeah, we meet once a month.
Yeah. LA time.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you guys
with
are
everyone's
busy.
schedules.
Yeah. Does anyone ever come and not read the book?
It happened
the
first
last time.
Like half the people didn't read it. Half the people read Spark
It
Notes.
was the worst fucking book I have ever read.
It was really bad.
Bad book.
That's
It
why
was
we went to
so
Colleen Hoover.
bad.
Who picked the book?
I did. But the reason was because
Carly. Why
every
did you pick a bad book?
She didn't know.
If I was charged with picking a book, I would be like, oh my God, this book better be fantastic.
No. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. But
Yeah.
all of the reviews on Amazon were like 4.5 stars out of 5. There
Okay.
were 20,000 reviews, and then on Goodreads, all the reviews are good. So I was like, okay, well, can't go wrong. Like everyone loved it. Yeah. So I don't know. Honestly, it wasn't on me. It was on Amazon reviews.
Yeah, I think so. Now we only trust the teens on TikTok.
Yeah,
we're
so
like, what
that's
are
why
the
I went to
teens
Colleen Hoover.
reading? But so the main character's name was Ryle, and we were all like, "What a dumb name!" And then Carly was like, "I like that name. Like, if I met a
don't think
baby
it's
named
bad."
Ryle."
Yeah.
And so then I thought that she was messing with me
Yeah.
because it's a terrible name,
Okay.
and I still think she's doing the bit.
Are you?
No, I think I don't care about the name Ryle. But she also is like has a whole thing with baby names.
No, I just also think if I met a person and they were like, "My name is Ryle," I'd be like, "Why?"
I just wouldn't think anything different. It sounds like Kyle.
You like the name Ryle?
I just don't care.
Yeah, she said she would name her baby Ryle.
No, I
So
didn't.
you were fucking with her.
No.
Guys, the two crazy girls from David's vlog now do book club once a month.
Literally, we
They're
are
31
changed.
and
Where
in
are
their
they
jammies.
now?
Where are they now?
Are they now?
Catch me in bed reading young adult
Yeah.
novels by Colleen Hoover.
Do you think they'll ever put together a David's vlog reunion with everybody on stage, all of us?
I don't know if that'd be allowed.
I think so. Well, you know David wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
That is like a very interesting thing to think about.
Yeah,
It's
I've
like
thought
a VidCon, but like
Yeah.
Like in 10 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Where Are They Now VidCon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's traumatizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys,
David's Vlogs reboot
It's just really bad.
I'm waiting.
for a reboot.
I mean, I hope he does something that it includes me.
It includes
Oh.
I asked him the other day, I said, can we have views, me and Natalie? We'll give you a percentage. And he was like, yeah, sure, if you
Is
want.
the studio still in his house?
Yeah.
Oh my
He
god.
said, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, if you want.
What the hell?
We went to the museum yesterday, the three of us.
He went to a museum?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, me, my girlfriend, and David went.
And not to film?
No.
Not for a prank?
He doesn't film anymore.
I know. I'm just like joking.
Yeah, he
but-
went and he did the classic David. He only stayed like half the time.
Oh.
Oh,
and
okay.
and that was what's so great about her because I felt awkward that he left so soon. And I thought maybe she'd like take it personally or something like that. And she was just like, that was great. We got to see him.
Oh, she sounds so nice.
And that was it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cute. Well, we'll have to double date me and Erin and you and your
Yeah.
girlfriend.
No, we need to bring your significant others.
Yeah, I guess.
What could we do? What does she like to do?
Everything you guys
You
like
ever been
to
to
do.
Pins?
We have. We have been to
Would
Pins.
she like emo night?
Yeah, she'd love that.
Really?
Yeah, she goes to bed at 10. She's just like you guys.
Oh,
Well,
love
later
that.
than
My
that.
new best friend.
Yeah.
Well, like also Carly too.
Yeah.
We're triple. Threesome.
Not anymore, I guess, after today.
All right, go check out
Our
these guys'
fights.
podcast. It's called Only Friends. Also, go check out their other podcast, Good Influences, and their YouTube channel, Carly and Erin. We will see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
It was
for having
really,
us.
really awesome. Good to catch up. And we'll
Sugar-free ketchup.
Oh my God.
I gotta
Grain-free chips.
go pick up Wyatt. We'll see you guys
All right,
next time.
bye.
Bye-bye.